In this video, I cover the 7 skills leaders need most in order to build strong teams and healthy culture. Hi, I'm Teena Coad, founder of Change Decoded. As a leader in my own organization, I have experienced how the leadership response can have a huge impact on thousands of employees. I'm going to walk you through the 7 leadership skills that I identified in order to help you build a healthy team culture. The first leadership skill that you need is to listen. Now, before you roll your eyes and go ahead, yes, Teena, I've heard that before, we need to dive deeper. I'm not talking about the words that they're using. I'm talking about the nonverbal things that they are saying. A lot of times, I find leaders dismissing employees' ideas and concerns when really they should be taking a step back and exploring those deeper. Have you ever thought in your head, here we go again, same problem being brought forward, and not actually spending the time to listen to what the employee is truly saying? Listening means seeking to understand, not just determining what a response should be. The second leadership skill is to acknowledge and validate that you understood the employee's concern and that they're bringing something important forward. A lot of times I see leaders minimizing or actually downplaying the concern by saying it will be fine and rushing ahead. And when I'm saying acknowledge, I'm not saying that you have to go and address and fix every concern. Just recognizing that the gap exists goes a long way for the employee. The third leadership skill is support. And this is because change is hard, and we need to remember that people are human. And so, how you can go about supporting your employees is by giving them a safe space to learn again and to make mistakes. And for me, I honestly find myself in this bucket all the time. As a perfectionist, I don't like to fail. And so feeling like I have no room to learn again causes me to resist change. A lot of times, I see leaders trying to push the employee forward, thinking they need more confidence, when in reality, they need space and psychological safety. For this fourth leadership skill, I'm going to start with asking you a question. How often have you heard, what is the priority? And so for this skill, it is prioritize. A common thing I see happening time and time again is leadership getting excited, hearing about what another organization is doing to solve their same problem. And so they start an initiative without really thinking what needs to come off the plate in order for us to be successful. For prioritization, leaders need to recognize that we aren't saying that this does not matter. We are trying to focus in on what matters most that the team should be focusing on now. A common mistake that I see leaders make is overpromising and kicking off a new initiative for it to quietly disappear in the abyss without really explaining what happened. And so this is why it is important that leaders build the skill of demonstration and consistency. Instead of breaking promises, make sure to prove it through your day-to-day words and actions. Involve is the sixth leadership skill that I've identified. And what I mean is finding ways to pull in the employees closest to the work to help co-create what that new future looks like. Involving does not mean to always create a new committee. However, there's other ways to get team members involved in helping them shape the change. I've seen leaders purposely exclude employees because either they feel they're already on board and they don't need to be involved, or they will be difficult along the way. Involve means inviting input and inviting collaboration. The seventh leadership skill is to recognize, because change comes with pros and cons. And it's a leader's job to identify and recognize and to determine the trade-offs. I've seen many leaders trying to ignore the trade-offs and give the illusion that there's a perfect plan. Recognize does not mean solving all of the problems or the cons with the change. It's simply to recognize that they exist. I've seen strong leaders simply calm employees' nerves by recognizing that the con exists with the plan and saying it's okay. It's a trade off we're willing to accept.